Hi, everybody. Here I am in the little screen. Hey, I'm coming to you live, pretty much unscheduled, but I was putting together this beautiful Happy Houseplants kit. Just went live 2 days ago, and I came upon a little bit of a modification that I think you're going to like. So, of course, I wanted to share it with you. So, if you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. This is Lisa Harden coming to you live from the Stamping Zoo in a very drizzly Boise, Idaho today. It snowed all day and no accumulation. Imagine that. But anyway, it's perfect crafting weather. And so, of course, I'm here to show you this guy, no, this guy. The Happy Houseplants Kit. Now, this is a decor item, requires no stamping. And like I said, I came upon, well, I was thinking about an issue that I wanted to kind of make a little bit more special. And as usual, one additional Stampin' Up! Product came to mind, and it turns these frames into something a little extra. Okay, so let's get started. And first of all, please take a screenshot if you're interested in getting a kit for yourself because they are available. Okay, the item number 163873, only $25. And I say only 25 because when you see this, I think you're going to be amazed at all the versatility it provides for gifts for yourself, for gifts for a friend, all sorts of stuff. Okay, so let's move me. As you can tell, it was unscheduled. My hair is very au naturel, curls abound, but it's not about me. It's about this kit. Okay, so as you can see, this is our Happy Houseplants kit. Here's how it arrives: a little chunky, beautiful box. I love it so much. The frames themselves are 6 by 6, and you receive four. Okay, so yeah, lighting's a little weird here, very, very dark, but we're doing the best we can. So, yes, believe it or not, you get all four of these, $25 in this all inclusive kit. And I am going to show them to you right now. The instructions are so easy, but they're written. You can have written instructions, or there's a QR code so you can go over and view a video with our own Sarah Douglas, CEO. So, um, you can see how they're put together. And so, as you will see here, the frames on the back, they're sturdy, but they're not like bulky or too much. And you have the option of hanging them or putting them on their easel. I will be hanging these at my work. But here's what I started thinking was this is how it is put together. The frames themselves come with a plexiglass cover. But unless I'm misunderstanding this whole kit thing, unless you want to leave your plants flat, see how I've given my plant a little bit of dimension here? If you want to leave your plants flat, you can put them back behind this, or it crushes them if you want to use the cover. Well, I want to see a little more dimension because that's part of what makes this, fun and more like plants. But as most of you know, I don't like house plants in the office because they come with bugs. That's another issue. So now I've figured out a way to get rid of my issue of bugs, but still have four beautiful plants. So here's my modification. Okay. Of course, I didn't figure this out until I had them all put together. But no big deal because it's not difficult. Okay. So take the back off if you've already put yours together. This modification can be done even if you've put yours together already. Okay, so here's the plexi that I wasn't going to use because there wasn't room and I thought that it showed the plant off better to have all of that texture. But then remember, I'm taking this to my office and, well, really anywhere. If you hang it like that with no cover on it, it's going to get dusty and might get ripped, or it's just not going to be as finished. It's not going to look as finished and as nice as it could look. Okay, so I'm just being very careful to only scratch this in the corner. I'm pulling off protective coating from both sides. And that's why there's a recyclable coat on both sides. So you don't think that's what it looks like, okay? Because it's super beautiful. And now I'm just going to hold the edges and peel this other side off as well. So it's on two sides. That's not the handy trick. Don't worry, I have something better for you. Hello, everybody. Hey, Joan. Must be Sunday morning in Australia. And hello, Jeanne. I see Roz and Lori also. Okay, so lay the acrylic. You can see the glare, right? Here's the trick. Here's the Stamping Zoo pro tip. You probably all have some foam adhesive sheets. If you do not, get yourself some. 141825 foam adhesive sheets, okay? Oh, good, Jan. I hope I'm showing this to you before you've put yours together so that at least you have the option, okay? You have the option to leave them flat. You have the option to not put this plastic cover on. I know, Jill, it's not Thursday, but you know what? This was too good. I couldn't wait until Thursday. So here's what I'm doing to make this into essentially a little shadow box. Okay, I'm taking one of the strips and I'm just going along three sides. So don't get excited. Turn this video off and then think you know what I'm doing. Because I've already gone through having to remove this adhesive from two of the squares. So let me make the mistakes for you, okay? Okay, so here, and the reason you put the plastic frame in first, the cover, is because you've got to make sure there's not a lot of allowance for hiding the foam strip, okay? So don't do this, which is what I did the first time, is I took the plastic off and then I just put foam adhesive strip around it because more than likely you won't get it close enough to the edge, okay? Just follow me. I promise this will be a short video. And then I'm taking, notice I'm not even going all the way to the edges. I don't really feel like that's necessary. Just sneak a little bit in there, maybe half the strip worth. And again, make sure you get it right up against the edge. And I'm even going to look at that one. Yep, we're okay. Okay, because you will see it if you do not get it up to the edge. Now, don't put it on the bottom. Again, another mistake that I made for your benefit, right? Don't put it up against the edge or on the bottom because you also see that showing through. Now I have a tiny spot. Let's see. Is it seen enough that I can lift it and move it? Maybe. I think so. Or what I'll do is I will just move that and cut that little piece off. Okay. Because again, you're not supporting a ton of weight here. You don't need this thing to be fully framed. Okay, good enough. Everything's white anyway, but we want it to look as nice as possible, right? Now put the frame in, the mat. So each piece even has a little mat. I mean, when I saw this kit, I was like, really? $25 for all this? Okay, here it is finished. This is how you're going to prepare the little piece for framing. Lots of these pieces are already lots of these items are pre-printed. You will only end up, in this particular case, adding the planter and then two pieces of this is, I don't know what else to call this, but we call it mother-in-law's tongue, right? It's common name. So apologies to all you mother-in-laws, but curve the edges with your bone folder to really show it off. Now remember, I have popped up the frame a little bit to give us a little bit of allowance to show off the curves. We want to show off the curves. Curves are good. And then we will pop this back in. And I was using the bone folder too. I'm probably scratching it up a little bit, but that's okay. That's what it's for. It's a tool. So, and these are pretty strong. Like once you put these reinforcements down, they're going to stay. But so don't try and do them with your fingers. That will hurt. Okay. And then let's see what we have. Oh my gosh. So look, you have the best of both worlds, right? You still have dimension, but you also have a protective, really nicely finished cover. And then, like I said, don't put it down here because I felt because of the angle, the way these things might sit on your desk, you can see foam adhesive when you put it down in there. And I wanted it to look as professional as possible. Well, as nice as possible. So here's the other one I did. This one has like, I would say the most dimension. Look at this, a beautiful philodendron. And again, it's perfectly fine if you, well, thank you. Brilliant. I mean, hello. So, perfectly fine if you want to leave the cover off, but remember, it's going to get dusty and dirty and you might rip it or something. But with the adhesive strips in there, nothing. Okay, and then here's a third one. Oh, so cute. Look at this. See? You can still see all the beautiful dimension and everything. And then it has a nicely finished, let me bring this up to you. It even has a slight texture. There we go. Look at the frames. It has a slight texture to them. So they're not just flat dollar store frames. These are special, okay? Now, I'm going to do this one. Look at this fiddle. I think this is called a fiddle leaf fern. It's beautiful. It's probably, if I was going to get a house plant, I would get this one. Okay. But anyway, I don't have to because I have a picture of it now. All right. So let's remove this. And I'm going to talk to you for a second about what are you going to do with these things? Well, I am going to take them. Oh, thank you for sharing, Jenny. Yes, if you have friends that might like this kit, please share this video. And don't just think about your paper crafting friends. This is for friends who, I just thought of a friend whose wedding is coming up and their theme is botanicals. What? I can give this to them as a gift. I'm going to talk to them and see if they want to make wedding favors out of these. They are gorgeous. Okay, can you imagine this sitting at someone's place, right? When they come to have dinner or whatever. And so I'm going to talk to them about that. You can, of course, have a kit night with your friends and put these together. But I'll warn you, it only takes about 10 minutes. Well, probably 20 minutes with the foam adhesive strips. So you better have some extra cocktails and snacks because the crafting is like perfect for visiting. Okay, so remember again, both sides have a protective sheet. You'll remember because they've printed the recycling on. Oh, I guess they've only printed the recycling on one side. Okay, well, there's another little pro tip for you. Two sides, okay? Now, here's something that I don't recommend, but I had to do. So remember I told you I'd been thinking about how to change this out, but of course I didn't think about it until I had to go through a couple iterations. And so I actually had to remove the foam strips that I placed the first time. So I know for a fact that these little, I want to call them glass inserts, but they're not glass. So these little inserts can be lightly cleaned with rubbing alcohol and a cotton pad. Now I wouldn't, obviously I'm giving you this tip so you don't have to do that, okay? Oh, Jeanne says put the couple's names and well, she said setting date, but she means wedding date. You could personalize them so much further, can't you, Jeanne? I love that idea. Wouldn't that be a beautiful favor sitting at a desk? Okay, so second one, okay, that I'm showing you. Again, get it right up there. Use your take your pick tool if you need to, but get it right up against the edge because you don't have a lot of allowance. But that's okay because they have made these. It just so happens that the overage just happens to be about the size of a foam adhesive strip. Perfect. Again, foam adhesive strip, very inexpensive. You can use them for a lot of things. 141825. Okay. Guess where you can shop? Over at thestampingzoo.com, of course. Yes. Head on over to thestampingzoo.com and please don't forget that right now, at least as the recording of this video, February 3rd and the rest of February, you can earn celebration rewards on each purchase of $50 increments, okay? And new items were just added on the first. So everything looks good. Again, sides and the top. You know the top because of that little hanger. All right, and then put in your little mat. put in your cute. Now look at this. Again, you just use some dimensionals. Use your bone folder to curve it to make it semi-lifelike. And then put it back in here. Get that all down. And again, these are really nice quality. So happy with the quality. Not surprising, right? Yeah. So yes, a kit party. You could give this as a gift, either the unassembled kit or put them together. Um, like let's say I was giving this to my mother. She does not find joy in putting together kits. What's wrong with her? But nobody's perfect. But I would just make the kit and give it to her. Okay, and then there we have another one that is a shadow box, essentially, enough of a dimension that shows off all our plants. So again, here is one of them, and they are 6 by 6. Okay, if you're wondering about here's the other one. Oh, so cute. And the packaging is perfect for giving this either as an unassembled kit or as an assembled kit. I'm going to show you the box one more time. I know we're getting a lot of glare, but we have this beautifully clean cover on these. Aren't they so pretty? Okay, and then once again, this is the box they come in. Okay, look, nice little chunky box. And there was even some cardboard in between a couple of them so that they don't scratch each other. They were very careful about things. Very, very careful. So I am going to they're not going to be in here long because I'm going to take them to my office. And believe me, I think I'm going to make some people come and craft with me there. Okay. And then of course you can put that back in there if you want to, because it talks about what it is. And then they fit right back in. And oh my gosh, are you dying? Are you dying of happiness now? I'm so happy to bring you that little tip. And I hope it helps. And just remember, all you need is a package of foam adhesive strips. And I'll show you how much I used of the whole package. You can't really, let me see. Nope. Anyway, let me just tell you, I used about 6 strips. That's it. Just pennies, right? Okay, maybe a couple dollars worth. All right, everyone. So you can post your comments below if you have any questions about that technique, but it's pretty easy, right? Foam adhesive strips, a beautiful kit, and you have a gift for someone or yourself for $25. All right, everybody. I'll see you soon. Happy stamping.